like this, 'cause the music makes me high. And if I only got one more night, I'm gonna leave out loud goodbye.
This gonna be the type of night they make movies about.
It must be great to be Batman.
Batman, we love you!
Thank you. I'm blushing super hard under the mask.
Batman!
Prego.
Thanks, Batman!
I can only imagine he's going home right now to party the night away, surrounded by friends and lady activewear models.
Hey, computer. I'm home. I'm home. I'm home.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Master Bruce, your greatest fear is...
Snakes?
No.
Clowns?
No. It's being a part of a family again.
No, now it's snake clowns because you put that idea in my head.
Sir, you...
What up, y'all? What up? It's your boy, Mr. Von Shadow Sweatbox. We back, we live, we active. You know how we do. And rule number one is life doesn't give you seatbelts. That's right. We got a movie review for y'all today. And we're going to be reviewing Lego Batman. The Lego Batman movie. Oh. This movie was hilariously, ridiculously awesome. I loved everything about this movie. It just made me laugh so many times. I give it so many thumbs up. This movie was awesome. Real quick, let me read the cast for you. The cast stars Will Arnett as Batman, of course. Michael Cera as Robin. Zach Galifianakis as the Joker. Rosie O'Donnell. I'm so sorry. Rosario Dawson. How in the blue hell would I ever get those two confused? I'm not throwing no shade at Rosie O'Donnell at all. But Rosario Dawson is one of the most beautiful women in the world. And I love her, just in case she ever watches this video, which she might because she retweeted me once. Shouts out to Rosario Dawson. But Rosario Dawson stars as Barbara Gordon, and Ralph Fiennes as Alfred. So there's a bunch of other people who played small roles. We're not going to get into that. Doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but it doesn't matter. I don't care. Who's really important is Rosario Dawson. No, this movie was fucking hilarious. I mean, the movie is hilarious. The plot is basically the plot of any Batman cartoon, comic book, or movie you've seen. Batman trying to stop the Joker from destroying Gotham City. In a broad nutshell, that's basically the plot of the movie. But the other whole subplot of him adopting Robin and oh, there will be some spoilers. I'm not going to go into anything super specific, but I'm kind of just freelancing it here. So there will be some spoilers if you haven't seen it, just in case. I just want to put that out there. I should have put that at the beginning. I know, I suck at this, but sue me. Okay? But anyway, small subplots about him adopting Robin, Barbara Gordon taking over as commissioner, working with the police, all that. All that's fine. It's all subplot. It's all great. Doesn't matter. Even the story itself doesn't matter because this movie is just so funny. It's so funny. For everybody who's a fan of Batman culture and Batman lore, oh my goodness, you're going to love it. The references, the callbacks are just hilarious. I mean, everything about this movie. First of all, let's be clear. Will Arnett is just made to play Lego Batman. I mean, he is awesome as Lego Batman. Oh, the action's really good in it. I love the action in it. Just a couple of my favorite scenes. The whole opening scene is awesome. I mean, it's great for a Lego movie. That's what I'm saying. It's not just for a Lego movie, but even as just a normal action movie. There was a couple scenes where I was like, woo! Because the action was dope. Shouts out to Lego, man. They've just done... I like how they do their movies. I know this is only the second one, but still. This movie was awesome. I loved every bit of it. I just sat there watching even when I wasn't laughing out loud, which I was a lot, I was just sitting there with the biggest shit-eating grin on my face the entire movie because it's hilarious. You guys know I'm a huge Batman fan anyway, and I've always stated how he is the most bitter dude in the history of comics. It's just hilarious. From the fact that his password to the Batcave is Iron Man sucks. To the fact that he has a counter, he keeps count of all the good ideas he's had and all the good ideas that everybody else has. And let's just say by the end of the movie, everybody else has had one good idea, and he's had like 5 million. Oh, everything about this movie is so hilarious. There's so many jokes that just land and just had me rolling. One of my favorite jokes was towards the end. First of all, let's just say, okay, I gotta give a little plot detail, because one of the plots of the movie is Batman banishes Joker to the Phantom Zone. And how he does it is he breaks into Superman's house and steals the Phantom projector that sends him to the Phantom Zone. Besides the fact when he gets to Superman's house, he's irritated because the entire Justice League is having a party, and they're having a reunion party and they didn't invite him. Oh, it's so funny. But the other villains that were in the Phantom Zone with Joker were hilarious. There's Godzilla, there's Voldemort, and then there's the Great Eye of Sauron from the Lord of the Rings. That's just to name a few. Oh, there's so many more. King Kong is in there. But one of my favorite scenes is after Joker lets all the villains out and they start to take over Gotham City. And he's using the Eye of Sauron to keep track of Batman, to track Batman. So Batman's like, we got to destroy the Eye of Sauron. And then there's a great action scene where he's flying the Batwing or the Bat, whatever bat contraption he's made. I don't even know what it's called. We'll just call it the Batwing for this sake. He's flying the Batwing at the Eye of Sauron, just directly at him. And Godzilla shoots a fireball. You know, his atomic fireball breath. He shoots that. And Batman ducks out the way, and it completely destroys the Eye of Sauron. And that was first of all, it was an awesome action scene. But the joke after, when Godzilla was like, oops, and then just tries to walk away like he didn't just I was cracking up. This movie was just hilarious. I mean, I gotta watch it at least 2 more times just to catch all of the jokes, because there's so many. Oh, this movie was hilarious. I loved it. I loved it. I don't even have to keep this review very long because I don't have too many bad things to say about Lego Batman. I know I don't do this, but I'm giving it 2 huge thumbs up. I'm still going to give it a straight grade. I'm still going to give it a score like I do in all my other movie reviews. But this movie gets 2 thumbs up from this guy because it was so hilarious. If I do have to give it one critique, even though it's almost nitpicking, it did seem a little long. I mean, and it's only 136 minutes, but it did seem a little long at the end. But I don't care. I was enjoying myself so much. I was laughing. I did look down at one point and see how much time was left. And I didn't, and that wasn't because I wanted this to be, I was just checking because I was enjoying it so much. So, they probably could have cut maybe 10 minutes out of it. I don't know where, because everything was so funny. Everything was so funny. I don't have much bad to say about this movie. It was awesome. I heard people saying that this was the best Batman movie that Warner Brothers has done since the trilogy, and that's a shot at Batman versus Superman, which they also kind of make fun of in this movie. They're not afraid. They make fun of everything Batman in this movie. They take a couple subtle shots at Batman v Superman. They take some really good shots at 60s Batman, which is hilarious. Another thing that I thought was hilarious was when Batman was in it. Even this, like, he's always Batman. Bruce Wayne shows up, I think, twice in the movie. Other than that, he's Batman the entire time. And he's in the Batcave by himself eating lobster and watching Jerry Maguire. Oh, it's just so funny. It's so funny. Everything about this movie is funny. So yeah, the references and they poke fun at all of the Batman lore when they're naming off all of the villains that are trying to take them. They get down to a couple of them. Like, seriously, you can Google them. These are all real. Condiment Man. Yeah. So, alright, I guess it should score this movie. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Batman I'm going to give it a 9.3, man. This movie was awesome. I loved everything about this movie. I'm taking the 0.7 away because, like I said, they could have cut out 10 minutes of it. So, there you go. There's no such thing as a perfect movie to me. So, I can't give it a 10. But yeah, it's pretty close. 9.3, man. This movie was hilariously awesome. I got to watch it again just so I can catch all of the jokes because I'm sure I missed a couple because I was laughing so hard. Great job, Warner Brothers. Let's hope you guys can do. Let's hope you can take some of this magic and switch it over to the DCEU. But I was a huge fan of this movie. So yeah, go see Lego Batman. If you've already seen Lego Batman, let me know in the comments what you guys thought of it. What was your favorite part? Your favorite jokes? What didn't you like about it? If you didn't like it, let's have a discussion, you guys. All right, you know how we do. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And as always, until next time. Remember, rule number 1, life doesn't give you seat belts. Oh, this movie was hilarious. All right, y'all. Peace. 100, y'all.
Mr. Fine. Sweatbox. Let's go. We celebrating on this one, baby.